Oh, sorry, Jimmer. Didn't mean to broadcast your shit on my shit. So, yeah, exactly what the hell the video title says. I didn't actually mean to be live quite just yet, but it is 6 o'clock, so I suppose it just works. Um, we're gonna do some fucking Gran Turismo 7. Pardon my language. Uh, but not really, because I don't care. I curse like a sailor. It's just kind of who I is. Um, my last go at Forza really just kind of almost like broke me mentally. I don't want to play it anymore. I just don't. Oh, yes, I know. Why is this doing this? I don't know. But I'll turn the TV itself down. Because I've got headphones. Oh, there we go. Come on, dummy. All right. Yeah, that last stream like almost broke me. I was struggling a lot. Just people more interested in being pieces of trash than actually racing. So I figured give that a break for a while, let them figure out how the hell to actually police online. Maybe fire Chris Esaki, because, that should solve a lot of their problems, because clearly he is incompetent and cannot do his job. Uh, Work's been rough. Um, Trying to not quit my job has been very difficult. The last couple of months have just been absolute brutal. I have a knee injury that I'm just trying to like push through. I don't have time to go see a doctor to even find out what the hell is injured because I work 6 days a week, like 60 hours a week. Uh, I'm getting tickets because my truck's not inspected because I work 60 hours a week and I can't bring it to the damn shop because there's no shop that's open on Sundays. Uh, you name it, just everything kind of hit me all at once. And then on top of it, not even being able to enjoy racing because people just want to be scumbags. And anybody that knows me knows that that is pretty much my biggest gripe with humanity on the whole is that there's way too damn many scumbags. Uh, I try and keep my head up, but it's tough some days. And I basically, that last stream was the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to Forza. Unfortunately, because I really enjoy the game itself. It's just the online multiplayer is a complete shit show, and the developers refuse to deal with it, unfortunately. So, knowing that the developers, you know, polyphony, polyphony, however you say it, are far more attentive and responsive to the community's needs, I figured I'd grab my PlayStation and give it another whirl. I am nowhere near as good at this one as I am Forza, but what's he gonna do? You know, it'll take a lot of practice. I'm not gonna be on pace, but it's better than having a mental breakdown because scumbaggery is encouraged by Turn 10 Studios and goes without any punishment whatsoever. The reporting system does not work. Period. Doesn't work. You cannot report people in Forza. Uh, and I can't deal with that anymore. It's just, I'm already under immense stress at work because we don't have any help. There's no, like, we're a landscaping company and there's the owner of the company, the foreman, me, and one other person. And like I'm the mowing supervisor, lead mow, whatever the hell you want to call it. Like that's how I make my bread is mowing people's lawns. And they just keep piling more on me. And the boss is like, I don't like it when people say fuck you to me and rah rah rah. And it's like the only person that's been being told fuck you lately is me. By piling more and more on, by refusing to hire more help, and refusing to lighten the load. So I really need YouTube to start taking off because it something's got to give. Like it's just too much on me right now. Uh, I got engaged a few days ago. Uh, and I just really want to be able to provide a good life and start a family, etc. And I don't see any other way to do it other than this because unfortunately, being a landscaper, you know, I get 8 months out of the year where I have work, and then 4 months I'm on call. This last winter, I made $600. That's not enough to survive on. So this has to pick up at some point, or I gotta figure something else out. But I enjoy doing this. I like making content. I like interacting with my viewers and my subscribers. I enjoy that. And I'd like for this to be able to be, you know, my job. So, all right. Let's see what we got for races because this is the first time in, I don't know, a year that I've played Gran Turismo 7. Maybe at some point I'll throw the VR headset on, see how that does. Um, and we'll go from there. About an hour and a half. I got to go over, give my girlfriend, well, fiance now, sorry, uh, a hand changing trashes at work because she works right across the street at the gas station. Uh, I have a feeling I'm in the wrong section here. There we go. That's how long it's been since I played this. I'm in the wrong menu for online multiplayer. Oh, what the hell we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Daily races. Ooh. Oh, Atlanta. My God, that's what's been missing from Forza. Road Atlanta. Oh, get on it, turn 10. Fix your shit. Get the content that we all want. Specific car, Group 3 and Group 4. I don't like Dragon Tail. Not a huge fan of Maggior, so Alfa Romeo. Cards. Oh, so I don't get to qualify. That's fine. Let me figure out where my headphones are. That works. And I need an ashtray, so give me just a moment. Sorry, I just got out of work, so I'm not really prepared yet. Hello, Martin. Hope you're doing well. I don't think I've seen your name before pop up, and I know that you need to subscribe in order to chat. So I think you're a new subscriber. If you are, thank you very much. I appreciate it very, very much. Need all the help that I can get right now. I should pop over to the hood view. Yep. It's been a very long time since I've played this game, so I am not going to be anywhere even close to pace. Lawrence is going to find a way to lose, apparently. Now, fingers crossed this does not turn into an absolute disaster. You never know, it probably will. It's online multiplayer racing. I do my best to not murder anybody because I do have a little bit of integrity. This is one of my favorite race cars. Don't mind my dirty pants, I just got out of work. Ooh. Like I said, I don't expect to be on pace here, so just kind of bear with me while I reacquaint myself. Snoop Dogg! Is he gonna drop it like it's hot? It's okay, Robert. We know you didn't mean it. Or Roberts. Picked up a couple spots. Needed just a little more than I did. Hey, there's the radar. There we go. Thank you. Fine, take it if you got it. Dude, what are you doing, you dumb bastard? Hitting people and no penalty. Good to see that nobody can make a good penalty system. Oh wow, that was wicked short. Oh, well, we know what the meta is. Cobblers Head. I have not tried D4 yet. Realistically, the only asymmetrical action RPG, whatever, D2 style game that I've ever really enjoyed is Diablo 2. I tried Path of Exile, I tried a couple other dungeon crawlers, and just it wasn't really my thing. Loved me some D2, don't get me wrong, but uh, racing in general is where my heart is. Like it always has been. I love racing. Not sure how I got negative safety rating when somebody else hit me, but and the person who hit me got an increase in safety rating. Go figure. And all I know about Kyle Busch is that somebody punched him in the mouth recently. Saw something about it on YouTube. That's all I know. Yeah, exactly. Like it. I tried Diablo 3, put in a lot of effort to try and like it for my now unfortunately deceased friend Jimmy. Uh, and I didn't jive with it. So I'm not gonna try to force myself to play something that I just don't enjoy. D2, like I said, I absolutely love and adore Diablo 2. It is one of my top three favorite games of all time, and that's how it's gonna stay. Yeah, see, I never tried it when it had an auction house, so I can't comment one way or the other on that. Mm, I do not know Dragon Tail at all. Oh boy, smoke detector needs a battery. Wow. Yes, kitty, I hear you. Meow. Sorry, pup, you ain't getting in under my feet, bro. Not happening. I don't care if you're under the side table. Feel free, but you ain't getting in under my feet. Yeah, he uh past Christmas Eve. That was uh he had gone into the hospital. He was a big guy. He was close to 500 pounds. He kind of let his health slip, unfortunately. Um, and he was asthmatic. And he got real sick, ended up with pneumonia, and ended up with a collapsed lung. So they had him in a medically induced coma for a couple of weeks. They brought him out of it. He was recovering. He was doing well. And then Christmas Eve morning, at like 3 o'clock in the morning, he had two heart attacks and didn't pull through. Um, broke a lot of people's hearts because he was just one of the nicest people I've ever known in my life. But that, nobody lives forever, unfortunately. And we've all come to grips with it now. And though it may sound odd or awkward or even inappropriate to some, uh, I'm now engaged to his widow. Uh, she was one of my best friends for damn close to a decade. That's how I met him. Nothing ever happened between her and I because I am one of those, few people that actually has honor, and I know what it feels like to have your best friend fuck your fiance. I had that happen back in 2008, and I would never have done that to another person. But like you said, death comes for us all, and that's the thing about death is it is final. It's not like, you know, they broke up. He passed away. And we got even closer through the grief because, like I said, he and I were really close. She and I were really close. He's the one who got me the job that I've been working for the last 6 years. And, now she and I are engaged. So, something beautiful out of the tragedy, at least. And that's why I'm really trying to kind of like grind as hard as I can doing this because being a landscaper isn't going to be able to provide the life for her and I that I'd like to. I don't need to be rich and famous. I just don't want to struggle. I want to be able to, make sure that our bills are paid on time, there's food in the cupboards, our vehicles are, safe and reliable. And I agree. I think he would be too. Uh, yeah, he had a very realistic outlook on that sort of thing also. And I have no doubt that if he had known it was coming, he would have asked me to take care of her. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So he was like a brother to me, but that's life. And now I'm just trying to make a good life for her and I these days. So I'm going to sneak my head off camera and hail a little bit of patience. Because I can't do that sort of thing on camera, unfortunately, because it's YouTube. They frown upon it. No, not a cancer stick. Yeah, like I said, I never would have, like, if she had, you know, 3 or 4 years ago said, hey, you want to fool around or whatever, I would have said absolutely not, and I would have told Jim. Because that's just who I am. I know what it feels like to have that happen to me, and I refuse to do it to somebody else. Alright. Power settings. Can I change any of these? Oh. Well, that's interesting. This is different. I wasn't able to change these before. That's cool. Hmm. Can change the downforce. Change some suspension settings, but not many. Okay, so you can adjust a couple things. And I hope one day I'll actually be able to buy a Hyundai Genesis because I really do like the car. Which is why I drive it if I'm going to do Group 4. No, really? Oh, their brake zone indicator is a liar. It is much earlier than that. I'm completely unfamiliar with the game, and especially this track. Like, as I said earlier, it's been at least a year since I've played this, so. Oh, they very likely will, honestly. And as I had said in a post that I made, if this turns out to be as much of a disaster as Forza has the last couple of times I've streamed, then I'm just going to go back over to D2 and do that for a bit. because that I'm just playing against RNG basically, and I know how to deal with it, so I don't get frustrated or stressed out or any of that. Like I am trying to have at least some variety as to what I'm doing on stream. I know most of it's been Forza lately, but I really get down with the Forza physics engine, and when it's good, it's great. It's just lately it's been nothing but Game Pass idiots who want to do nothing but RAM, and that just drives me to the point of nearly having a mental breakdown. Like I can't wrap my head around why people want to be pieces of shit instead of actually race. Like they'd be faster if they just raced. So alright. Turn my traction control down a little bit, maybe that'll be beneficial. Thanks, dumbass. But so far, this is at least, as far as having less scumbags, better than Forza's been as of late. Like I haven't been actually wrecked out once so far, and it would have happened 3 or 4 times by now. Donk. Yeah, Mr. Pinks, you need to stop hitting people. How is that not an off track? Ooh, thunderstorm. Yeah, Pink's is just taking people out. Wrong gear. Oh, another. So did they just like disable collision penalties or what? Take a lot more curb than I'm used to. See, my thing is I don't know if you even have to change tires, or if it's just like a stop and go. Oh, I remember that. Are you serious? Yeah. You fucking monkey. Come on. Of course, it's another fucking Brazilian. It's always the fucking Brazilians. They all fucking think they're Senna. Uh, I'm gonna have to pass on Florida. I lived there for like 13, 14 months when I went to college. I. No, thank you. Like, the weather's great, the sights are great, but unfortunately, the people in general are far less than great. Like, the kind of people that Florida generally attracts is pretty bad. I didn't know about the pit lane penalty in this. I've been playing Forza. It isn't there in Forza. I'm used to that by now, so. I tried to brake. Traction control's your friend. Big boom. Yeah, I was living in East Orlando because that was where Motorcycle Mechanics Institute is. Orange Blossom Trail, I believe it was. OBT, yeah. With the daywalkers. And ladies of the night, if you will. I'll just say, Florida's the only place I've ever been shot at. And I had nothing to do with why I was getting shot at. My drunk roommate decided to get into a fight with my drunk neighbor. My drunk neighbor was getting his ass beat and ran inside and grabbed a gun and just started firing shots out the back door. Yeah, Central was. I do not ever recommend it to anyone who values their life, sanity, decency, you name it. Ooh, tank slapper. A little too much gas. So you're talking like the Keys, like that area, or like Tampa. Like I didn't really venture far from, like, my dad lived in the villages for a little while and then Leesburg, and then he moved back up here to New Hampshire. So I had, a little bit of time in the villages, a little bit of time in Leesburg, and then the rest of my time was spent in Orlando because I was, broke college student just trying to survive on a ramen noodle diet, make it through school. Which I did. And I was one of the highest scoring students in my class, so. Sorry, Mr. Ford. Like, the thing that I loved most about Florida was I could ride my motorcycle year round. I didn't have to put it away for the winter. It get a little chilly some days, like, but a little chilly down there is like a summer morning here. I'll definitely look into it. Like, I'm keeping a lot of options on the table. My only downside about moving that far south is all of my family and friends that I've known for, 40 years are here. Her family's all here. They had actually considered moving to South Carolina before Jim passed, but they knew that she was going to need some support because, her husband had just died. Who wouldn't? No, like I said, I'll definitely look into it. Like, I loved the weather in Florida. And if I can do what I do here, there, year round, and not have to rely on, snow to feed myself in the winter, because these last few winters have been really rough. There hasn't been a whole lot of snow that I could plow as a residential plow driver, because we don't go out unless we get like 3 inches of snow. And the boss, for some reason, just, it's probably because I don't have a medical card. So, I mean, it's a reasonable position for him to take. Don't put me in a commercial plow because I don't have a med card. But, like, I need to be able to make money 12 months out of the year, not 8 months out of the year. Because, like, I pull, I don't know, right around 30 grand on 8 months. But I've got, for me at least, decent viewership right now, so I'm very happy about that. I got 5 people, or so it says. Who knows what it actually is? YouTube's live viewer count is absolutely terrible. The other day I thought I had no one, and someone was in there. They're like, "No, I'm still here," and it says you got 5 people on my end. So it's like, I don't know what's real and what isn't. But I went up 3 spots, even with a 6-second penalty and having changed my tires. I assume you mean an LLC, limited liability corporation, which, yes, that would be a very good idea. Like, I was watching the local highway department doing mowing today because they were doing a piece that was like across the street from where I was working, and I was clearing 3 times the speed they were and better quality. Like, my lines were better, spread was better. Just in general, better quality at 2 or 3 times the speed. So that's an easy way to make money because I already have 6 years under my belt doing it professionally. So why the hell not? That packet's empty. Let's just go over to this. Hey, my safety rating went up, but my driver rating went down. I'm not at all surprised about that because, as I said, I have not played in well over a year. It's a very different physics engine, very different braking points than I'm used to. And on a track that I'm very unfamiliar with because it's an imaginary track in Gran Turismo, and aside from this, I hadn't played Gran Turismo since 4 on PlayStation 2 with a controller. Did they finally actually legalized it, even with DeSantis? Like, I'm sorry, I see. I'm not gonna say all, but most Republicans as kind of Nazis. Like, very much want control of people's lives. So it's just very surprising to me to hear that you can smoke in Florida now. Oh, a med card. The problem with that is I can't own firearms if I have a med card. And while yes, I'm a liberal, I'm a very big Second Amendment supporter because I grew up in New Hampshire. Like, everybody's strapped here. And it's not even just to be strapped. Like, I grew up in a family that hunts. Like, we had hound dogs. My grandfather was a hunter. My father wasn't, but my stepfather was. I've done a lot of hunting, not for sport, but for actual food, because, well, I grew up pretty poor. So if you needed to eat, you went out and you shot something and you ate it. Like, I think people should have every right to defend themselves. I don't think that everybody should have a firearm, but that's the system we live in, and as deeply flawed as it is, rights are rights, they're not privileges. I view it very similarly to the First Amendment. I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it. That's just how I am. Like, I used to be a Republican, but I'm just, these days, I don't line up with a lot of what's going on there for what's likely very obvious reasons to most. Probably. Like, I fit in most places, honestly. I can get along with almost anyone. Let's go back to group 3. See what else I got for cars. Ooh, I always did like this car. This was my favorite car in Project Cars 2. Mercedes. My purple Z4. Because why not? I'll never own a purple BMW in real life, but I could play one in a video game. Like, I love the look and, like, the specs of the new BMW. I think it's the M2. It's like 418 horsepower, like 3,200 pounds, something like that. But I hear that the transmission is absolutely atrocious, which is a damn shame because I've driven a couple of, like, I don't know, late 90s, early 2000s BMWs that friends have had, and the manual transmissions were some of the best I have ever driven in my entire life. The best I've ever driven, shockingly, was my very first car that I ever bought with my own money. It was a 1997 Dodge Neon two-door coupe with a 5-speed manual, 4-cylinder, 2-liter engine, just a basic American Econobox. But oh my god, that is the best transmission I have ever driven in my life. Like, it was smooth, it was crisp, it didn't feel like you were trying to shift using a wet noodle in a pickup truck. You put in urethane bushings and it was just another level entirely. Like, it was race quality transmission shifts coming out of a piece of crap Dodge Neon. Like, as much as so many people hate those cars, I adore them. If I can get my hands on a 97 ACR or a 98, 99 RT, two-door, 5-speed manual, there is. I don't really get along with the everything is racism or sexism because some things it doesn't come down to that. It's just difference of opinions in some things. But I'm very open and willing to admit that there is racism and sexism, just not that everything is that. Like, I'm not one of the whiny liberals. I'm very much I pull myself up by my own damn bootstraps, and my pride doesn't really let me take, any kind of government aid in any way, because, like, we grew up poor. My mom was a food stamp mom. It was, the 80s going into the 90s, the economy was absolute garbage for the poor. So, once I was able to get myself off of that, I pretty much vowed to never have to use it again, just out of my own stupid pride. But I understand that it's my own stupid pride. Like, I'm not going to hold other people, other struggling people are not my enemy. And if I can get by without having to take those resources away from somebody else, because at the end of the day, welfare is a zero-sum game. If I'm getting it, somebody else isn't. So I do my best to leave resources for those who need them more than I do. But man, I want legal weed so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even back when I was a Republican, I thought it was a matter of, like, personal liberty. And it bothered me deeply that other Republicans didn't view it as that because, as I said, these days it seems like they just want to control everybody and just pay lip service to personal liberty. Or, I should say, Republican politicians. I cannot paint with such broad strokes because it's just not right to. Like, Like, I try and be principled, especially when it's difficult to be. I see most things as if it's not hurting anybody, I don't care. Like, if you want to screw up your own life, that's your decision. But don't screw up somebody else's. Off the gas coming through there. You just coast through. This car doesn't rotate quite as well as I'd like it to. Though I'm sure I could find a solution to that, I just haven't yet. Poor dog is absolutely terrified of thunderstorms. He's just sitting next to me, cowering, shivering. He's a 12-pound chihuahua. My cat's bigger than he is. 1.2 seconds faster. Yeah, exactly. Like, shit. Eyes on the road, Ben. Yeah, no. Really? Like, absolute tank slapper. Yeah, exactly. If you're voting libertarian these days, it's basically a wasted vote. They are not competitive in any way whatsoever. And they're not going to be in my lifetime. So all they do is take votes away from what could potentially be a decent candidate that could actually do some good in the world. It's like I used to vehemently oppose voting for the lesser of two evils, but these days I am forced to basically because the worst of the two evils is far worse. Like it's not even close anymore. Yeah, or I think it was like unless you're going on like a hunting, camping, or a fishing trip and you're like en route to it or something like that. I know Florida is quite strange about their gun laws for how right wing they are in general. Oh, get the fuck out of there, dude! You're not getting in here. No, back up, back up. I know you're scared, but get the fuck out of there. No, go lay down. You're just fine. Go lay down. No, 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 no. You're gonna learn. No. Get in bed. Dude, no. You're not going in there. No. Not happening. No. No. Stay. Stay. I'll leash you if I have to. Fine right where you are. With the smoke detector. You're done, dude. Stop. Stay. Stay. Lock you in the bathroom if you won't want to listen, dude. Make me do it. This dog, man. Like, I love him. He's a sweet dog, but he is a chicken shit. No. Stay. 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 All right. You're getting locked in the bathroom. This dog was raised with zero discipline, and I cannot stand that. He does not listen. No, it's not a bad start. I mean, like New Hampshire's, aside from gun laws, still like on weed laws is so backwards. Like you'd think that the live free or die state would have more personal liberty, but no. Hey, I'm not dead last. Do this before the race starts. Porsche. Dude, really? Dumb, bruh. Don't drive like that. Yeah, exactly. Like, Ron Paul was the one that got me into politics back in '07. And his message of personal liberty really was what resonated with me most. Like, I understand that he, as a person, was less than perfect. But at the end of the day, no one's perfect. Sausage carbs, hate them. Yeah, Mr. Bandito is willing to hit people. I'm not. Oh, sorry, brother. Didn't know you were right there. I thought that was the guy ahead of me. Still working on learning this game. Did he hit me or just wipe himself out? Because my rear did get loose randomly at a time where I didn't think it would. Also not used to ABS. Assume that's the fiance. Being like, you coming? Like, not yet, baby. I voted for Ron Paul in '08. I wrote him in. In hindsight, I think that as a president, Obama did a pretty good job. But I do agree that the world in general got way too woke. I have no issue like I said, admitting that racism and sexism exists and that it is pervasive in society, but I don't believe that all of society's ailments are racism, sexism, etc. In general, I feel as though most of society's problems are the fact that we permit people to concentrate as much wealth as they do. Like, I think that you should have, like, at least an annual maximum allowed amount you can earn, and then you should be taxed at 100%. Like, congratulations, you won capitalism. Here's a sticker. Nobody needs, $10 billion a year. Nobody. And the fact that we permit it is disgusting, in my personal opinion. Yes. Yes, I can. Alright. Like I said, I'm gonna go help the lady. So give me, I don't know, 20, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Just gotta go change, like, 8 trash cans and dump a big freaking trash bin in the dumpster for her. Because she's little. And those bags can weigh quite a bit. So, like I said, give me a few minutes. I'll be back. We'll do some more racing, some more chatting, shooting the shit, all that happy stuff. See, I got 4 people in here. I got 4 likes. I don't know if those are the 4 likes from the 4 people, but if you haven't hit like yet, you could. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out a lot. You can also subscribe. Also free. Helps me out a lot. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers and 3,000, I think, watch hours in a year, which is easy if I'm actually streaming, uh, then I can actually make some money off of this. And basically, once you hit 1,000 subscribers, they start putting you in front of even more faces. So I'll be back. Stick around. Jesus, even the kitty cats, I bunch of cowards. That, that. House keys, so that way people can't steal my shit. But do live in the city where people steal shit. Figure out where the hell I put my keys, and I'll be on my way, and then coming back. There they are. Go. Calm down. Mellow your memories. Tame those titties. Get the junk out of my pockets. You give me, I don't know, a minute and I'll be with you. Just gotta do a little something, something. Look, a kitty. For those of you who have not met the Prince of Darkness, this is Ozzy, the sweetest kitty cat you'll ever see. He's been with me for 6 years. He's almost 10. Oh, 5 or 6 years. I don't remember. Somebody needed to rehome him. So I was like, kitty, kitty, kitty. Because I was looking for a kitty at the time. Because I had one when I was in Florida. And unfortunately, he had a genetic defect. And he ended up passing because of it. And that broke my heart. So I took about a decade without a kitty. Well, almost. And then I found one. Because I love animals. Like, I really do. Just in general, animals are awesome. All right. Use Alpha Red. Yeah, it's basically a Dodge Neon. Oh, hey, 15 seconds. Perfect. It's positively perfect. As my Marine coworker would say. He is a goofy bastard, but he is one of the most solid people I've ever known. And my shoes are wet. Dang it. A lot to do. I agree, Josh. Let's have a clean race. Beat. I don't like it. Get a little bit of that water out of there. foot just slid off the brake because my shoes are still freaking wet. Watch this. Not engaged. Right behind me, huh? Dude, really? You had plenty of space to make that, plenty of time to brake, just chose not to. So that would be why. Like, why did it just rob me of all power? Damn Aykroyd, huh? We got a Blues Brother and a Ghostbuster in here. My mistake. Dude, really? You're an idiot. You have plenty of fucking space. This is racking up penalties left and right, huh? don't like that I can't disable ABS. Not that great of a race, but that's what it is. Alfa Romeo, me too. See how we do with El Ferrari. I know, two different languages. Don't care. I'm American. I butcher things. It's what we do. uh, I wonder what counter steer assist does. The good news is my shoes have started to dry some, so they're actually quite sticky right now. Well, stick to the pedals anyway, because it's clean, dry rubber. Oops. Says I still have one viewer. If that is accurate, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I can use all the viewers I can get right now. Trying to make a better life for me and my soon-to-be wife. And hopefully I can do it by doing something that I love. I wonder if that's the death chicane I've heard so much about, but in reverse. another person. Excellent. Thanks for stopping by. One. Take that braking zone right, or I'd have been able to get my nose in. Three. That sucked. Gotta break a lot earlier than that. get this a little bit lower. Yeah, awesome. Oh, that's fucking stupid. Going straight just fucking spins you. Oh well. Only 3 seconds off. That's better than I was doing. I'll build the pace. It's just, like I said before, I'm not super familiar with the physics engine. I'm not super familiar with the custom tracks that they spit out for you because I'm a Forza guy. But we'll give GT7 the honest effort because more people play it, more people are interested in it. So I have to make at least one pit stop. Try not to screw up and go over the pit lane line again, because that was what happened last time. That was stupid. So starting P8 out of 15. Yes, a one brake balance. Okay. Yes, turn off notifications from settings. I do not care about stupid Windows notifications. I have been a system builder for 25 years. You wanna maybe not, dude? General disarray. Sorry. Wasn't expecting you to break right there. Especially that heavily. Dude, can you fuck off? Woohoo! 10 laps, which means I should pit on lap 5. Dude. Someone needs to put him out. Yeah, you guys taking dumb lines like that just slows everybody down. Nothing I can do about that. I was trying to avoid the contact, but just didn't happen. Now let's catch Mr. Gloy. Or try real hard, too. I'm pretty sure I had a better qualifying time than him. And I have room to improve. No, I did not, but I will. the undercut. I hate sausage curbs. You are welcome, my love. Undercut successful. Harry, why you got a 3-second penalty? comes Harry McLaren. Oh boy, here comes Chloe. Wow. Are you serious? What the fuck? Alright, so maybe fresh tires is the strat. I don't know. Like I said, not at all used to this game. Maybe a little bit of counter steer assist is in order because it just fucking tank slaps you anytime you hit a fucking curb. P6. Could have been a lot worse. Right, gonna make a call real quick. Give me a sec. All right. Quote, give me a few. So I don't know what the hell that's gonna be. Oh, that's it. God dang, warm in here. Alrighty. Give this one another shot. Oh, that's why. Still got time. Mm. Hope everybody's doing well today. Whether it's, morning, noon, or night, whatever time zone you're in. I don't know. It doesn't give me that information. It doesn't even tell me who's watching, if they're subscribed. Doesn't give me any of that, unfortunately. Wish it did. That'd be great. But apparently, YouTube's live view counter is notoriously bad. So, is what it is. And I can't get into my damn Twitch account because two-factor authentication has me locked out because I don't have the same phone number that I did 5, 6 years ago, whatever it was, when I was doing Overwatch. Back when I was murking on everyone with Diva. But unfortunately, Overwatch 2 killed Overwatch. Like, it is hot garbage now. Headphones. Yep. Do that thing I do, inhale a little bit of patience off screen. Because YouTube's all like, think of the children. While I'm over here swearing like a sailor. Wow, this thing seems really light. Eek! I know better than go on. Come on now. Don't do that. Two seconds faster. Oh. Two. Oh, you can't adjust those here? The hell? Figured since it was gonna let me. Alright. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you're seeing. I don't know if you have yet or not because it doesn't tell me. I wish it did. That'd be fantastic. but it doesn't. So if you haven't, don't forget to. It's free. Doesn't cost you a damn thing. Helps me out a lot. You can even subscribe. Also doesn't cost you a thing. All right. Effing got ya. Effing got ya. Creative-ish. Love the idiots that just fucking ram you in the corners. Like you were behind me because you're slower than me. And apparently, according to my fiance, I am a maze boss. God, what are you doing, man? He was ghosted. I gotta mute it for a sec. Yo! Alright, that works. Alright, I'll be down. Yep, that's fine. Sorry, I gotta run downstairs real quick. All right, fuckers and fuckettes, I'm back. Just give me a second. Text the wifey. Let her know my mission was successful. Uh, I don't know. To be completely honest with you, I don't know what license I have currently. Aside from today, I haven't played this game in seriously a year or more, maybe. I'm not sure. Uh, just had to go take care of some business outside, was all. Kitty, 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 kitty. Pawing at me, petting on me. He's like, pay attention to me, daddy. More thunderstorm, no more beeping. You gonna chill now, huh? Dog's a coward. I'd imagine most 12-pound chihuahuas are, though. Scared of their own damn shadow. Alright. I enjoyed this more. Ooh, a little more power. 360 versus 305. See how she do with that. Ah, fucking shoes wet again. Come on, tires, warm it up. Yeah. Of course, my foot's slipping off the brake as I'm trying to apply pressure. like super hard coming into there for some reason. Maybe the Ferrari is a better choice. Jesus Christ. Like, why do I have no fucking traction in the rear? Not a great lap at all. Actually, I don't even have time for this race. Honestly, I don't. 10 minutes to 9. She gets home at 9. I got to do stuff to get ready for her to get home, so I'm not going to run this race because I'm not going to be putting her second. So, thank you all for stopping in. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button. If you hit subscribe, thank you even more. If you haven't yet, you can. It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything, not a single penny. Maybe burn a couple of calories out of your little finger. I'm gonna keep on doing this. This is better than I thought it was gonna be. I'm enjoying it more than I've enjoyed Forza lately, like a lot more. People are a lot less smashy. um, so that's about all I got for today. I'll catch everybody next time. Again, thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the views, and the view time. And I'll catch everybody next time.